push their team to victory. It's Dalton's Bengals going up against Bridgewater's Vikings. With that, we'll send you up to Minneapolis with our broadcasters, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are at the newest stadium in the NFL, and its inaugural year. There's a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Minnesota Vikings.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
So Dalton now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chad Greenway in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On the toss, it's McKinnon. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
On the give, this is their fullback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
Adam Jones is a really talented cornerback who's having a career renaissance.
Black 58, real. Black 58, ready. Blue 45.
They'll try to throw now. Bradford over the middle. He's got Treadwell. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Toss play to McKinnon, and he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
First carry of the game here for Matt Asiata. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And ready now for 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Blue 45.
Now a 2nd down throw for Bradford. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 7. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Bradford on 3rd and 2. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. So we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they ask their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd down. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Harrison Smith is a player I love to watch. Whether he's ranging deep as a free safety or near the line of scrimmage where he makes more plays, keep your eye.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 77 yards. And they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense stands tall. The 2-point try is no good. And after the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
On 3rd down, Bradford. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. It's a gain of 9 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Stop him right at the line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go now.
Now Bradford on 2nd down. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
2nd down, Bradford. And Rudolph has it left side. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll throw again. Bradford. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So a little fortunate there because that one was definitely leaking right.
Without a doubt. Maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright. But he got it to go.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That was a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And able to find Green. That one goes for 24 yards. At 6'4", Green can be so tough to cover.
Really can. When I watch him play, the word that comes to mind for me is willowy. And I mean that in the biggest compliment I can give. His ability to do what the receivers coach talked about always, uncover at the end of routes. Even if a guy's right there in his shirt, he finds a way to come up with the ball.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Dalton throwing on 2nd down, buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, and it's 3rd and short. So, partner, they took a shot, just didn't pan out.
I like their aggressiveness, just unable to come down with it downfield.
And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on 4th down. So they are going for it. Now Dalton dancing to his left. Now looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Bradford over the middle here to Rudolph. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I know that's his big catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And his throw here's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front.
Touchdown, Vikings! Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Terrence Newman with a pick. And his guys...
NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features 2 quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Manning's Giants going up against Bridgewater's Vikings. So with that, let's get up to the new U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup lined up here between the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They come out here in the eye. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Bradford, and he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Olivier Vernon able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, the Vikings will call on their punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away. Back deep for the Giants, Dwayne Harris. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. Gotta make. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. A very solid gain of 27.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, Bradford, screen play, McKinnon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. second down. Bradford. That's caught at the 2. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Walsh to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively, the starters for the New York Giants, and one guy that's definitely hoping to stay on the field more this year, Victor Cruz.
And they would love to have him on the field. Just 6 games played over the last 2 seasons, starting with that horrific knee injury. And then he came back last year, had a calf injury that sidelined him for most of the season. He's trying to get back in form, and the Giants would love to see that.
Throwing now is Manning. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
When you're a lockdown corner in the NFL, you're supposed to travel with the #1 receiver. And Josh Norman of Washington, he didn't do that in the first couple of games. Wasn't their defensive strategy. But he did for Odell Beckham Jr. of the Giants.
Yeah, he was on him for 53 of the 61 snaps in that game that Beckham played. But Beckham did still have over 120 yards.
But no touchdowns. There's the success for Josh Norman.
To throw is Manning. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Anthony Barr almost defies description at times. He's built like a defensive end, but he plays outside linebacker and does it quite well.
Jennings sat out week 3 in the loss to the Redskins with that thumb injury. They hope to get him back soon.
They're going to need him because Shane Vereen went out with a triceps injury. So now they're down to Orleans Darkwa. And how perfect is it that Orleans Darkwa played his college football at Tulane?
Yeah, it is perfect right there in the Crescent City. Larry Donnell the target, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back.
Yeah.
He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Manning now on 1st down. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.